What's up, guys? You came to this video because you're looking for the Defend Galaxy guide. Yes. So you're talking about the Imperial city and you want to capture this Imperial Guard city. All right. Everyone, I would appreciate it if you would like to support our channel. Leave a comment and smash that thumbs up if you like this guide. If this will help you to succeed in this event. We're also going to talk about the part 2 when we get there. So I do appreciate it if you guys do that. Subscribe and turn your notification on for more Infinite Galaxy content. We are also a sponsored content creator for Infinite Galaxy, meaning the makers of this game has sponsored this channel to create amazing guides for you. So go ahead, subscribe and smash that thumbs up if you want to see more Infinite Galaxy IG content. All right, guys, in this video we're going to break it down. It's super easy, and I'm also going to show you some of the footage and how we captured this Imperial Guard city. Now that we have this, we now have the buff. So we have this 15% navigate speed and as well as 20% nickel gather speed. When we did this, we organized ourselves. So everybody will have a different strategy. I'm going to go through this strategy real quick for you guys. So when you guys are watching the video, you will kind of understand what we were doing. What we have done is that we have set a marker. I have set a red marker and a blue marker. Okay. In the red marker, we parked our main fleet and third fleet. And then on the blue marker, we parked our second fleet and fourth fleet. Okay. So once you have parked, you must try to hug the wall so that the Imperial Guard wouldn't just randomly attack you. And there will be Imperial Guards, and you need to attack the Imperial Guards in a coordinated fashion. Now, of course, when you try to do this, it's not always going to be the most coordinated well, so we had some hiccups as well. Once you have cleared out the Imperial Guards, you then want to get into this area. First thing that we did is try to capture this Imperial Guard city. Why did we choose to do this? Because this is going to give you the most points. And having all the strongest fleet right away, attacking the main thing is the best thing that you can do. After we have taken the Imperial Guard, we took a try approximately about 3 times. In the beginning, we failed. We were unorganized. And then what we have done is we've told everybody, hey, park near the Imperial Guard first. Wait for the countdown. We put a timer on the countdown, and we've said, this is the time we're going to attack it. And we stacked onto it, and we did such a great job on our second attack. I think, yeah, second attack. And once we have taken this over, we have then set markers on each defenses. What we have done is that we put the second fleet. Actually, we've taken this one first, this cannon defense right here onto the bottom right. And we took it. Second fleet took it. We put a marker. We had everybody gathered there, and then we then posted here onto the top left corner. We put a marker. I put a red marker here. We brought in the main fleet here, and in here we need to garrison. If you do not garrison, you're not going to earn points. So what we have done is we've sent our third fleet to garrison here for the Imperial Guard city as we were taking down these defenses. So we've done it one by one with the main fleet and the second fleet. And basically, that's how you capture the Imperial Guard city. We were very lucky that our nebula is a little bit more stable. We don't have any issues. The leadership here has established of what we want to see in the future of this server. So there was no competition between among us. We captured each respective territories. So once you have captured it, if you're trying to compete for number 1, right, you have to capture it right away, the center right away, because that one's going to give you the biggest point, the city. So that's what GMF have done. They captured the main city right away, and they led a really good amount of points. It took us a couple tries in here. It took us about 3 tries because we also had a little bit of a difficulty in the beginning, but we were glad that we were able to capture it, and majority of us understood how this event works right away, which is really amazing. So to summarize this, you need to capture the Imperial Guard city right away if you want to start earning big points, and you have to attack the Charon defense as well. And if you want to generate points, you have to reinforce them as well. So eventually your guard city will become full, and then the next batches of players should reinforce all four of these to generate points per minute. And then after you have captured that center, you can then start taking any of the strongholds, and you can gain points. I don't remember if the gates count. I don't think the gates count. It's only the strongholds. So you can capture the stronghold. What we have done, actually, we captured this stronghold right here, this 6101. But we've realized is that the fourth place wasn't really going to catch up, and fifth place isn't really going to catch up to the fourth place to catch up to us. So what we have decided is that there was no value for us, since we've already secured our top 4 ranking. There was no added value for us to keep on going and destroy ourselves and have more repair build. So what we have done is that we have stopped once we have realized that our points was already secured. Now, a few things that I want to mention to you guys before you start the event is to activate your leadership boost, HP bonus, or basically use your buff that you can have. So during the battle, I actually have attack, defense, and as well as HP bonus, and I have leadership bonus. So this will allow the players that you have in your alliance to have a very big leadership limit that when they reinforce, it will give you a lot of power. And especially, it's going to be really important because if you want to take this Imperial Guard city ASAP to start earning the points, you need to be buffed up and strong so that you can win and take over that right away. Now, another really important thing to mention is that when you're trying to compete for this Defend Galaxy event, you need to really decide as a Nebula who wants to lead the server, because it's not an easy task. And if your Nebula cannot be united, you're going to have such a very difficult time when there is a Nebula versus Nebula. This is going to be the time where your Nebula will be fighting other Nebula. So finding that balance of relationship, showing great leadership within your Nebula is important if you want to win. If you're looking into the long-term gaming of this game, looking for years to play this, more months, not just a couple of weeks, you need to understand that there is a bigger picture. So for us, we've already decided that GMF will be the leaders for our Nebula. GMF has helped our alliance tremendously from the beginning, so they have our undying support to help them to lead the Nebula. And also, it's a lot of work, and as a leader of TIK, I don't really want to do that work. It's a lot. I have the experience from the other game that I played from RTS game, but it's just another full-time job. So I'm very grateful that the leader of GMF, Nemesis, has taken this role voluntarily. It's really amazing when somebody is going to take that role. You need to be more appreciative of the leaders of your alliances, because the work that they put is just a lot. It's too much. You don't know how many hours spent in strategy and really hours spent in diplomacy. It's really, really insane. So some key information in here that you must know. For you to start earning points, as soon as you capture or as soon as you defeat the defense and the guard city, you must reinforce, because that's how you're going to produce points. Every single player must reinforce. And if you notice that one Imperial, and if you notice if one structure is full, what you can do is adjust your leadership. And if you don't know how to do that yet, you should really know how to do that. There should be a formation in here, and you can adjust the leadership. Let's say if there's only 300 leadership left, meaning you need to adjust your leadership to 300, and then you can get in. Now, once you have taken that, that doesn't mean that the event is over. So the next thing for us is that Defending Galaxy Part 2 Liberation stage. So as you can see now, there is 4 alliances. Only, anybody can compete in this, right? Anybody. If somebody competes and try to get all the outer rims, maybe they'll be able to compete for that. If the alliance in the center is actually struggling trying to get the Imperial Guard, they might lose it. They might lose the event. So it is important to be organized and take this Imperial Guard. Honestly, you guys can do it. We were able to do it with 90% TIK players. We did seek some help. Some of the Rolling Frogs have helped us, and as well as COF. Few players from their alliances came over and assisted us. But we're really grateful of them as well. So as you can see, the next stage, we're gonna talk about this in the next video. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so, because it's gonna be very interesting. I have a little bit of an idea already how this is gonna be. As we are holding the Theodosius, we're gonna be earning 300 points per minute. So basically, what we understand in here is that whoever holds the win for this stage 2 will be crowned as the king of the galaxy, or the leaders of the galaxy. So in this first stage, it's just like a qualifier. Okay, so we got into the qualifier stage, and now we're gonna compete for finals. So like I mentioned earlier, TIK has no intention on becoming leaders, so we were gonna let GMF take the leadership, because they're very strong anyway. They're going to be taking the win here, and they're going to be the princeps, because basically the term for princeps is basically you're going to be the king of the nebula. When that happened, I'm sure we'll talk about how we're going to be either rotating leadership among each alliances, so we can build trust and develop a better relationship with each other coalitions in here. So basically, what's going to happen is, my assumption for this next event is that these arrays will be protecting the center. You must defeat the arrays first, and once you've defeated the arrays, then you'll be able to attack the Imperial City. And I believe once you defeat this, there's occupation points as well, so you need to occupy it 100 points per minute. One thing that you need to understand as well is that the guard city that you just captured on the previous day will be counting towards for points. So strategically, if you want to beat the other alliance that you're going against with, you can either try to capture there, or if you have a friendly one, you can capture the friendly one, and you can gain a lot of points per minute that way. But I don't think we're going to have some issue here for our nebula. I think it's going to work pretty flawless, but we will see what happens tomorrow, if everything is actually going to work as we assume it's going to be. You can, of course, check the gameplay in here, and just keep in mind that points per minute are right here. So basically, there's going to be a fighting phase as well. Just key thing that we want to understand here is that alliance leaders of the victorious alliance becomes the galaxy's princeps. So I guess that's the leadership. It's called princeps. After the defend galaxy is over, spaceports in the guard city star system will automatically withdraw to their original star system. Okay, and then this is going to be the rewards for the top 4 alliances. It's actually a lot of alliance honor, and there's corium as well. So this is going to be huge merit that is going to be given, because that's going to help your alliance to like level up. I think it should be going to the alliance reserves as well, similar to when you are doing your alliance mission. But I could be wrong, but I assume that it will be the same with the alliance mission, as it can help out with your alliance reserves. Right now, for our alliance, we've actually completed chapter 5. We are now in chapter 6 as well. I think I've covered everything in here that is very helpful to help you succeed in Infinite Galaxy. If you have any questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section below. And if we mention something different, or if we mention something wrong, of course, leave it down in the comment section below, as we're all learning to play this game. But I've shared you my experience. It wasn't that bad, honestly. The healing cost wasn't that bad. I think I've healed total of like maybe 13 hours or something, or maybe 18 hours, something like that. It wasn't that bad at all. Just make sure, my tip is be organized. And I've mentioned to our players that, hey, we're gonna be active on this day. We need everybody's help. This secures the relevancy of our alliance if we're here. And I love it. One thing I love about my alliance is that the players here, they're not greedy. They're not like ambitious too much to where they want to have everything. I think in our alliance in TIK, we've built in a great relationship. It's a really, as Solid does always say, it's TIK family. We've built a family in here. We've gotten to know players, become friends, hang out on Discord, chit chat, and I just love these guys, man. They're just amazing. I hope I hope that our alliance will become one of the top alliances in the entire Infinite Galaxy one day. And maybe one day when there's migration, some of you guys who are watching this video, maybe you'll be interested and you want to join us. Honestly, the way I lead this alliance is that I said to them in the beginning, for the majority of the players who I've talked to, is that this is not my alliance. It is your alliance. So you have to put this work in here for your alliance. I may be the leader, just a puppet, do a lot of work, but at the end of the day, um, it's for the players of this alliance. So hopefully, our alliance will become fruitful and will become very victorious and strong, and we would succeed in our Nebula versus Nebula. So I'm very, very lucky, actually. Our alliance gift level is almost 9, which is really nice, actually. Anyway, besides that, guys, Infinite Galaxy watchers, appreciate everything that you guys have been supporting this channel. Hopefully, some of you guys who hasn't decided yet to subscribe, hopefully you guys would consider subscribing and support this channel. And as you're supporting the entire community, we want to bring you the best content here. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this. Hopefully, you find this very helpful. And yeah, let me know what type of contents that you're looking for. Anyway, hopefully I can see some of you guys in the comment section below. Say hi. Don't be that silent watcher. I'll see you again next time.